I am doing fine too. Yeah, and today I wanted to edit my video, the one I showed you, the one I was talking about how my ex-boyfriend left me when I was some months pregnant. Sorry. So that happened like this, guys. You know. So, but my camera is a little bit, I don't know. So I want to adjust it a little bit. But anyway, I hope you can hear and you can see what I am going to. Okay, you can what I'm going to tell you. So, guys, I came to know this person. Sorry, I told you I have a cold since I came from Africa, and it has not yet gone completely away. So, guys, let's start now our story. Guys, it is hard to just struggle alone while pregnant, and you don't have any means of like you don't have any money. You are just 8 months pregnant, and you are just about to deliver a baby, and you don't even know how you are going to manage that one, how you are going, okay, where you are going to get the money to pay the maternity hospital or just the clinic. So it was so hard when I remember that one, that time, that period. I tell you, I just thank God because I am through, and I have come a long way up to now, up to where I am now, guys. So I just thank God because I survived somehow. I don't know how it is just God's miracle. It is just God's will, you know. So, guys, it was hard for me because I told you before that I came to know this person. I came to know my ex-boyfriend just in a restaurant or something like that. So, and it was not my will to just start dating someone at that time. I was so comfortable living a single life, but then again, I heard my friends, they told me, oh, you can try that one, maybe he is the right one for you. So I just said, why not? I will try that one. And secondly, he was very pursuing. He was very active okay, in another way, he did not give up, even though sometimes I to meet him, but he did not give up. He just kept on um, um, he kept on calling me and asking me out and things like that. So one of my friends told me, why not you just try this person, maybe he's the right guy for you. So then I said, okay, good, I will try him, and I will see how things go. So, but he did not open up at first. First time at okay first days, he did not open up about his life, about his past, about how he used to live, or whether he was married or not, whether he was in a relationship or not, or something like that, or um, you know then I came to get the full information about his past through someone, through just someone. As I told you before in my other video, you know, I got I came to know about his past through a friend, you know. So because at that time when I was getting to know him, I had a wines and spirits somewhere, wines and spirits, like a small pub somewhere. I was operating, you know, I was self-employed by that time. So I was operating a small pub, which I was where I was selling spirits and wines and also some soft drinks, something like that, and also some food, you know, like small things like and nyama choma or something like that. Because when someone drinks alcohol, you know, you have to have a little bit of bites on you know, during your drinks, you know. And so we're coming there, and you know, my business was operating very well. It was running very well, and um, the day I came to know about his past was like a friend um, passed by, and she met me there. Okay, she saw me there, and she was so surprised because I had not told her where I am operating the business, you know. So she just came across my business just by chance. She was passing, and she saw me there. Then she came and she asked me, "Oh, you are here. Are you selling here, or what's happening?" I just told her that it's my pub and it's my business. I'm operating there, you know. So she sat there and she ordered something to drink. So during that time, um, while she was taking her drink, she started telling me stories and explaining to me, and we started talking about our our things, you know, so our lives or something like that, you know. So she told me, she asked me, "Oh, I saw you the other day with so and so. What's happening with both of you? Are you dating or something?" So I just told her, "Yeah, I'm dating him," and something like that. So she started just telling me his past, and I was like, I pretended that I did not, that I know already. He told me already, you know. And she was opening up some things which I have even been told, you know. She started telling me that, yeah, I know him very long time ago. He used to be my neighbor somewhere in another town. He used to be my neighbor very long time ago, and okay, I know him, his wife, and two kids. So that was like a surprise, like a um it was like a surprise for me, you know, because I did not know whether he was married or not. You know, he did not open up to me. So I was getting some stories from this lady. She was feeding me with a lot of stories. I just played like I'm calming down so that she can continue telling me, because when I show her that I'm very surprised, she will stop it, the story, because she did not like to be a witness of something, you know. So, and you know, sometimes you can forget and get all of a sudden you can get surprised and annoyed and uh, things like that, you know. So whenever I showed some face of annoyance, surprise, she looked at me and she used to look at me, what's wrong? Don't you know that he was married? Don't you know that he had children or something like that, you know? So I said, no, I know already. He told me already, you know. And then she felt safe to tell me everything, you know. But it was my first time. My first time. She was disclosing everything for the first time to me, you know, about this person, about this man. So I just played cool, you know. I just played cool. So she told me, yeah, he was married before. Um, um, he was married to a lady from this and this tribe, you know, and they had two children, but the youngest child passed away. Yeah, things like that. But they okay, they divorced or something like that. They are not living together anymore. Oh, yeah, he was married. He was married, and he has kids. So it was a surprise, a surprise, a surprise. So I just said, okay, this is a mess. This is a mess, but I am already into this mess. When he comes, I'll just ask him and see what he says. So we talked about many things with this lady, and she went away. So I waited for this guy in the evening to ask him. I was so much, I was so angry and annoyed and stressed, you know. So because I told myself, if I, okay, if I manage to stay single for for that long time, the man I want, the man I wish myself is a man who does not have children. I don't like a person with children, you know, because I had no child. So I wanted someone who is single and who has no connections with history, you know, something like that, who has no children from the past relationships. So I was telling myself that way. But, you know, you can prepare yourself, you can decide something else, but what you get is a different thing, you know. So life is like that. Life is very difficult to understand, you know. It's very complicated. So guys, the man came in the evening and I asked him. It was the first thing to do. I did not let him rest because I was so, you know, the, the this thing, these questions were were interrupting my head, you know. I wanted some to get something out, you know. So I just asked him what happened, how this happened, and why did he not tell me that he was married before and having two kids? So his answer was like, how could I have told you about my past just like that without even knowing you, you know, knowing you better? You know, I was waiting to know you better so that I can tell you about my past. What is this? What an excuse is that? That is a lame excuse, you know. So, but because I was into this relationship already and the mess was already done, you know, I just said, okay, there is tomorrow. Let me forgive him about this, but I hope because it's past already. I hope it doesn't mess in this relationship. It doesn't. Um, I hope he plays like himself. He doesn't mess up, he doesn't cheat on me, he doesn't lie to me again, things like that. So I told him, next time, or even now, if you have something to tell me, you have to tell me now, because I don't like secrets. And coming to know things from people is also very, very frustrating. So I want to have to know something from you, to know your past from you, not from someone else. And if you are hiding anything else, just tell me now, because you have the chance now. You don't have to wait to tell me later or to tell me another day. So I don't like surprises. So he told me, yeah, there is no other secret. If that is out now, I have no other secret. But he had a lot of secrets and a lot of uh, he had a lot of past lives. And he had a lot of things going on. Not things going on, but things that went on during his past life. And he did not want to open up. So it was like I was starting to doubt him, and it was not good. The situation was not very good. But I said, okay, um, I will try to trust him now and see how things go from now. So it was like that, guys, and we went on with the relationship, but it was very difficult because when I came to know him, when I was dating him, he had a lot of debts. Like he had to pay people a lot of money. He okay, he had a lot of debts, in short. So when I came to know him, when I got to know him, I just said to him, okay, let me show you how you can pay your debts. So you'll be coming home, give me the wallet, and every time he came from work, he was coming like 10 o'clock in the evening. So I was asking him, give me your wallet, and then he was giving me the wallet. Then I was taking out every money inside and leave him only the fare to go to work, and uh, back, you know, back from work. So I just did that for several days because I knew he got money from work. He was working in an five-star hotel. So I knew that there is money there in that hotel and he is getting a lot of money. So I was just removing I was removing the money inside and letting him leaving the wallet. So I just did that, as I said before, I did that for several days, and after several days, he was able to pay the debts, to pay his debts. So after several days, I gave him all the money I took from the wallet and told him, you see now, this is all the money I took every day from your wallet. And this money is exactly what people have lent you or let you, is what is the debts you have to pay for the people, to the people. So he took the money and he went and paid his debts. So he was so happy that I just helped him out in that way. Otherwise he could have not helped himself if he was left alone like that. So I just helped him out like that. I told him, I'm not going to interfere with your debts, with your past debts, because when I came in your life, you had debts, you had these debts, so I'm not going to help you. Okay, I'm not going to help you financially to pay your debts, but I'm going to help you get to know, okay, get to pay your debts, you know. So I just helped him out like that. And from that day, he praised me. He was so happy that I helped him out, that I was responsible, you know. So that's how, okay, he started respecting me. So like, oh, if it was not you, I could have not paid that debt. So it was difficult for him. But I don't like debt. So that's why I just told him, okay, come here, give me your wallet. I took all the money, and after some days, he was able to pay his debts. He was able to pay the money back to the owners, you know. So that was a very good thing to do, and yeah, it was a step forward. So guys, with the time, um, we advanced a little bit. We got to open a restaurant somewhere else or else. That was a long process because this restaurant was just a a ruin somewhere, just an old house left just like that. It was like ruins, you know. And we took this old house, we just renovated it. We built a lot of huts outside, like holiday huts, you know. So, and we put a lot of lights. We renovated everywhere, the floor. We built a kitchen, you know, an open kitchen, and um, also a sheltered kitchen also. So, and we built a lot of sections in that house. And this house, we just painted it. We put new materials over there, building materials there. We built a very big bar outside, you know, counter, something like that. We built a disco place, you know, place for disco, DJ also upstairs for DJ. And we built a very good wall around that house. It was so beautiful and very classic, you know. There was never a disco in that place, in that area, like that disco. It was very nice, and we put a lot of lights, you know, disco lights, also lights, underground lights, you know. It was so beautiful, so beautiful. And we got to employ the classic girls for 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 serving people, you know, like waitresses, you know, bar ladies, the best girls in the town, you know. And it was the best disco, I tell you, in during those days. So after we finished that, I was the one who was supervising the place when it was renovated. The time it was renovated, during that time, because he had to work in his hotel. Okay, in this 5-star hotel, I told you he was working there. So I was the one who was there, who was remaining in that building, in that mjengo, and I was supervising everywhere. I was the one who employed these girls and every worker, every staff there. I was the one who was interviewing them, you know. So I was uh, I was a coordinator also. I was a proprietor. I was like okay, director also like him. And we had cards also, business cards, which I had also. Like I was a director on my card, and so it was running so good, so smoothly. We put a lot of money there, yes, but what we got after everything, after finishing our work, what we got every day was the profit was a lot. It was a lot. In fact, if it got very well, that if it went on like that, like at the beginning, we could have got our money back that we just invested there. We could have got our money back and then profit, and now we could have been very far. We could have been maybe living somewhere else, owning our own house, something like that. But we are here. I don't know where he is. We separated long time ago. And guys, it is a very long story, because after we finished renovating the disco, it was a disco and bar included, and restaurant, because the meat which we ordered every day was fresh, and we had a like somewhere like a butcher, like a butchery. You could have come, and when you order, like for example, you want 1 kilo of meat, you just come to this butchery. It was also ours. You come, and it was inside the bar. You come into this butchery, you just choose your meat, what you want to, the kilo you want us to fry for you, or you want us to choma for you, you know, to grill for you. You choose your meat yourself. We don't choose for you. You choose your meat, and we take your meat to the cook. He prepares how you want it to be. So that was the most modern disco and restaurant in that area. It was so amazing. We had a lot of customers. We had a lot of friends at that time. It was running very smoothly, very nice, guys. And at that time, I decided to move my wines and spirits, to close it, and move everything in this disco to this disco. I mean, I moved my spirits, my wines, everything, my chairs, my this disco, because we can't operate two places at the same time, and he is not there. Many of the times he is working somewhere else. So I have to invest my time and my energy in this new place, while he is working. So it was like that. So I closed my wines and spirits, and I brought my things, my everything, my furniture, everything in this new disco. So, and the thing was running very smoothly. Uh, at that time, I found that I was pregnant like that. I was so I told him. He said, "Oh, that's not a problem. That's okay, you know." And so we went on like that. So I got an invitation to um, to Europe for 3 months. So I took the invitation and said, "Okay, I'm going to take a vacation somewhere." And he said, "It's okay, everything just fine. Yeah, you will just meet the business very good the way it is, running very smoothly. You just take vacation, and everything will be fine. Just trust me, I will take care of everything. So what I had, the profit I was collecting, I just told him, here is the profit. Please go on. Um, just, proceed on, and we will be communicating when I'm there, you know. So I just went and I was calling every day of my life. Every day I was calling him and he was saying things are fine, things are fine, you know. But I tell you, there was a waitress who had my email address and she was trying to tell me something, but she did not want to expose everything or tell me everything what's on in that disco. So she was just telling me, yeah, here is a lot of confusion, but you will know when you come here. You will just find out when you come here. But I did not know what was the confusion. So, and she did not tell me about what was going on. So she was just touching here and there, telling me that there is a lot of confusion here, but please, you will know when you come here. I don't want to lose my job. She was trying to tell me something. But, okay, I said, okay, no problem. So this day, when I was arriving, I just came and I saw that things are changed and some people who I just employed are not there. There are so many new people over there. You can't fire people within 3 months. They work for you for 3 months and then you fire them and you employ new ones. You fire them because I was the one who employed them. So because they know your secrets, you fire them and you employ new ones. That doesn't work like that. Things doesn't work like that. So when I came back from Europe, it was a changed man. It was changed because I came and instead of just being happy that your partner has arrived. So it was like he was not there. So I just went to the disco. I went to the restaurant to see how things are. I just went there and asked them how things are and everything. But he came later I don't know, in the afternoon or in the evening, and he was so in a hurry and discussing things and that and going away. So I was asking him, what's wrong? What's going on? So he did not tell me anything. So I thought, okay, I just played it cool and just said, okay, maybe he's very busy. He will settle down one time and tell me what's going on. He did not never told me what's going on, but he was not also ready to show me that things were wrong. But things were very wrong. So I was still supervising the place, supervising the place and going home. Because at that time my pregnancy was like 4 months, 4.5, something like that. So um, we just okay, we were staying like okay, in a tension, something like that, in a tension, like something was not going on very well. It was coming late. You will just spend more time in the restaurant. When I call him, he will say that he is in the bar when I am at home now. I tell you, because I could not work so 24 hours because of my pregnancy, something like that. So I was coming in the morning and leaving in the evening. So when he had 3 days off, he will go to the restaurant, manage everything, take stock, buy stock, you know, collect the money and stay there a little bit. And I will call him and ask him where he is, and he tells me he is in the bar, But if I ask in the bar, they tell me, oh, he was here, but he went with some friends out. I don't know where. He went with some friends away. And he will come in the evening, maybe maybe 12, maybe 1 o'clock in the night, in the morning, I mean. But he was not in the restaurant, He was drinking somewhere else in other bars. But how comes you have a bar and you drink somewhere else? You have to stay there and know what's happening, supervise your work. Nobody's going to supervise for you. So that was very wrong. That was a wrong life. That was very stressful for me, especially for me. And then is when I realized that things weren't very nice. Things were ugly. They were ugly. But it was too late then. Damage was already done. The damage was already done. Sometimes I would say that maybe it was not a good idea, a very good idea to take a vacation and leave him with the business alone. I guess it was not a very good idea. But then again, if you are a responsible person, how comes you can change just within 3 months and become a very different person all of a sudden? I guess it's not adding up, because I did not become a different person in these 3 months. Why was he the one to become a different person within 3 months when I was not there? I don't understand that one. So after some time, I was like some months pregnant, like 7.5, like that. And he said to me, now I have these family friends. I came to know these family friends from Germany and they want to help me. And so I told them I'm not married. So what will, and I don't want um, to bring them here in our house, so in our apartment. So I'm just going to look for an apartment, um, a small apartment, and invite them there so that they can buy me some things. And when they go, I'll just carry my things and come back here. That was just like, he was talking like a conman, like a cheater, like a liar. How comes you have to move because of a family friends who wants to help you? If you have someone who wants to help you, you can just introduce the person, you introduce the people to your partner, so that, I don't know, I don't understand. They want to help you. You can help yourself through this business you have opened. This business is the jackpot you have opened. How comes you have to depend on other people to help you? Just sweat for your money. You don't have to look for someone to help you. For what? Yeah, for what? This business you have opened is a jackpot and can take you very far. And it was very good business. It was running very smoothly, and we were getting a lot of profit through this business. So why won't you want to go to rent a different apartment so that so that people can just help you, just like that. Just like that. Everybody works hard for their money, So why not you? You have just to depend on people. You don't want to sweat. That was just like he was like a pimp. Let's say pimp. He was acting like a pimp, you know. So I just said, okay, a grown up, you cannot tell a grown up not to do something, you know. You can't forbid a grown up to do something like you are not going to do that. You will do it in another way. And that another way will be like a revenge because he will do it very nasty and very with a I don't know with a passion, you know. So don't forbid someone to do something he wants to do. What you can do is just give them advice, tell them the advantages and disadvantages of that thing, of that something, and let them decide what path they want to take. Because he was a grown up, and I could have not told him, no, you are not going anywhere. He will go anywhere. He will go anywhere, even if I tell him not to. So it was like, okay, if he's so, just do it. But it was not the truth. That was not the truth at all, at all, at all. Because the family he is referring to, the German family he was referring to, was okay, it was a family, of course, but there was a daughter in this family. There was a daughter in this family who he came to he came to he started dating. So it was like a mother, father, grandmother, okay, grandparents, and the daughter. They came for holiday in this hotel where he was working. So he came to know them from this hotel, and they became friends. So he started dating their daughter. But he did not like to tell me that the daughter, okay, he is dating the daughter. So that was a lie. That's what I'm saying. He lied to me. He lied to me about many things, and very dangerous things. So when he moved to that small apartment he was referring to, so he started officially dating the daughter of this German family. So, and she was like at that time, okay, she was almost my age at that time. She was like, I don't know, 26 or something. She was 26. I was 27. She was 26. I was 27. It was something like that. So they dated, and after, I don't know, after 3 weeks, this German family went back. And I asked him, the family has just gone to Germany. Why are you not? You promised me that you are going to take your things and come back. Why are you not coming back? So he said, okay, you will wait for the baby to be born. Things like that, lame excuses. I don't remember anymore. because they were lame excuses. I did not put them in my head, But I came to know that, you know what? I came to tell myself, you know what? You are alone. You are now alone, living alone. Now start getting used to it. Start getting used to living a single life. This is a single life now. And if you are not very careful, this single life will be penniless, And I was telling myself the truth. I was telling myself the truth come to happen. It will come to pass, you know. So I did not know, but I was telling myself that way. But it came to pass exactly what I was telling myself, because things got worse. Things got worse because come 8 months, come 8 months and come almost 9 pregnant, I was alone. So I remember one time it was like, okay, it was not in the evening, it was like afternoon. I just realized something, some pains, and I just said, because I'm alone, I'm not going to stay here in this apartment. And maybe in the night I get a lot of pain and I am alone. What will I do? You know, I don't have anybody else in this house. So I had packed my things in a small bag, my maternity things. So I just grabbed my things and I called a taxi and told him, come and pick me, take me to the to the hospital, because if it's going to get dark and I am alone, I'm not going to help myself when I get some pains. So the taxi came, took me, and I took my bag, and he took me to the hospital. So where I went, and so the doctors examined me. So they checked me and they said, "Oh, the baby is still a little bit far. It's not very near. So, but you can stay here in the hospital if you are scared. You can stay here in the hospital. Maybe tomorrow it will be okay. So I just reached the hospital, guys, and the pains stopped completely. There were no pains anymore. So it was like holiday. It was like a holiday. It was like I went there for holiday or something. And I just went there to have a baby, but it was like a holiday because there was no pains anymore. And okay, it was so boring. I just looked there and there. So I said, okay, I'm going to start watching a little bit TV or something. So I just went to the that evening. I just went to the TV room and I started watching TV because the pains were not there anymore. So I just was relaxing. I said, okay, sorry, I will relax this day because I'm scared. Not, I'm scared. I don't want to go back. And it was on a weekend, so I just said I don't want to go back because I don't know what I can do alone. When I am alone and I have pains, it will be very difficult. So I just stayed there. And in the morning, um, yeah, I told my sister, I just texted my sister, yeah, I am in the hospital. And she asked whether I was in a bad situation, in a bad situation. I said, no, I'm okay. The pains are over. I don't feel any pains, and I'm maybe later. So that day passed without any pains. And then the following day was on a Saturday. I wanted to go back home because it was so boring in the hospital. And one nurse told me, now you can see the baby is a little bit coming, so you can't leave this hospital, you can't leave this maternity hospital without, okay, you can't leave this maternity without a baby. Other people are living here with babies. You cannot live here without holding your baby. So you just stay here a little bit and wait, you know, wait. It will come eventually. So I just stayed, and but I tell you, at a certain time, it was so boring, such that they said, because the baby is almost there, and it can, it can occur that you just go home and the pains start again, because yeah, the baby is well enough. So they use, okay, we are going to put um, um, to put you into pains, to put some, yeah, you know what it is now, to induce you so that the baby can come quickly. So they put me on medications, on drips, you know. So the pains started now. The pains started so hefty and so strongly. So, oh, it was, I tell you, the drops are so painful. Just wait for the baby to come naturally. But those drops were so, so painful. So it was not very long, and at around 8 o'clock, 8:30, somewhere like that, the baby came, and she was mature, you know, she was okay, just a healthy baby, beautiful, the best moment in, I say it can, it is the best moment in my whole life. That was the best gift I ever had in my life, the best one. You just look at it and you know that you forget about your frustrations, and you forget about your troubles and stress, you know. So you just focus on this bundle of joy, this gift you have been given from God, to by God, you know. You just focus on this beautiful, beautiful thing. So when I got my baby, my sister came to see me, and a best friend of mine. I thank them very much. And my sister, um, let God protect you wherever you are. Rest in peace. You are the angel in my life. You are the best sister I ever wanted to have. I have ever cherished, and I will always, always miss you and love you. Rest in peace, because she's no more. She passed on in 2009. She was very ill, and my sister was my best friend, and she was like a mother to me. And she was there for me at that time. Thank God, she was there for me, and she just took her time. She took her time, a day off from work, just to take care of me, and to make sure that I was okay. and to take me home from the hospital, because the same day I delivered the baby is the same day I went home, because I had nothing to do there in the hospital. It was so boring. And she took me to the back home. Um, and because she was working and she was living a little bit far from my place, she just cooked for me and made sure that everything was okay. The baby was healthy. It was not ill, you know. And she told me she's going because the following day she had to work in the morning. And we were not neighbors. She was living um, a little bit far from my place. So she promised me to come and be coming and checking me every time, which she did. So it was like my ex-boyfriend was told that I have a baby in the hospital, that I got the baby, and he was so eager to know what kind of baby it was, and he was asking, "What kind of baby is that? What kind of baby is that?" So the people did not tell him. They told him, "You just go to the hospital yourself. You'll see the baby. You'll know what kind of baby it is. Why do you have to ask people and is yours? You just go the hospital. You know where the hospital is. Just go, look, see what kind of baby it is, and then you are satisfied. Don't ask us, because you are the father. It is awkward to ask other people, what kind of baby has my girlfriend delivered? Or what kind of stupid question is that? So he just came with a taxi there, and um, at the reception, he asked what kind of bill it was, the bill which was there, and they told him he paid the bill. Thank God he paid the bill, because it was so ashamed not to pay the bill and you have reached there already. So they told him, "Oh, the baby is there, and what have you? Congratulations." And he asked what kind of baby. They told him, "Yeah, it's a baby girl." So he just came there. He did not even, I tell you, he did not even have time to look to the baby on the face. He did not look the baby on the face. He just was there and did not talk to anyone. And he did not even come near me. And my sister was there, and she asked him, "Don't you want to come and hold your baby and see what baby it is?" He did not even speak to my sister, and my sister did not do anything bad to him. So he did not even want to talk to anyone. So he just said, "What time are you going? What time are you going?" He asked us what time we are going back home. So my sister said, "Even this time we are going, we were just waiting for the clearance of the bill, and then we just go. We will just go with the tax you came with, because she has nothing here. She has nothing to do here. She has done what she has done, and that's nice. She has no complications, and we are going home." So okay, we just boarded the taxi he came with, and we we went home. We went home, and in that taxi it was me, my sister, my best friend, my baby, and him seated on front, at the front seat of the driver, near the driver, next to the driver, and we sat um, back. Okay, we sat on the back seats, So as we approached this our restaurant, the disco, he just alighted on the way. He alighted on the way. Traditionally, you have to take someone home first. You just take someone home, you take the baby home, and then you have to do what things you have to later. But he just alighted from the way, and he did not even say bye or just he just told the taxi driver, drop me there, and then he dropped there, and it was like that's how that's when I knew that I am in trouble, because he just went there and started saying, yeah, she has a I was expecting a boy, I was not expecting a girl. Now I don't know what I will do. What I will do is that I'm not going to return there in that house again. I'm going to start my own life and just go on with my life, with my different life. Now I am a single man. I wanted a boy, and now it's a girl. It's my mistake. Was it my mistake? A baby is a baby. What I know. What I know is that a child is a child, even if it's a boy, even if it's a girl, because you can't have this boy without a girl. You can't have this boy without a woman. You know, a child is a child. I have never heard of a man having delivering a baby. So you have to have the two of them. You have to have a woman and a man to deliver a child. So if we all get to have boys, where will be the next generation? Where will will come the next generation from? You know. So a child is a child. To me, a child is a child. Yeah. There is no child which is better or which is greater than the other. That's my opinion. So guys, because I have reached 1 hour now, I'll just leave you there. And I hope you click my next video, because I will go on with how my life changed, how my life turned around, how my life changed after that, from somewhere to nowhere, you know, from somewhere to nowhere, and then again from nowhere to somewhere again. You know, it was like a um, rotating rotating wave, something like that. It was complicated after that, complicated, frustrating, depressing, full of stress, you know, poverty. I did not, from that time, for a very long time, till my child was 3 months, I did not own a penny of my own. And it was so frustrating, because that was not my life. But guys, somehow, in this life, you have to come across many stages. You have to come across many stages, and these are part of life. When you don't experience these stages, when you don't come through these past these stages, guys, you'll never know how to save money. You'll never know how to take care of yourself. You will never know what life is and what life is all about. So guys, these challenges in life and ups and downs, they makes you strong. They makes you look at life from a different point of view. makes you appreciate people, makes you appreciate what you have, makes you know that there is God, because you can't do these things alone. You can't do these things without God's help, without God's mercies. So that's why I tell you, I have come from very far. I am come from very far, I tell you, and I thank God that He was there for me. He was the only one who was there for me, and I have learned my lesson, what I have, and the way I see people. If I look at you and see that you are in a similar situation like mine, definitely I will come to your rescue. I will just help you. I will never leave you like that without any help, because I understand how it is. I know how it is, how it feels when you are in problems. I know, guys. So don't hesitate to click on my next video. It will be full of educational or uh, educational um, words, educational experiences, what I came through, what I experienced at that particular time, and up to now, how I am going on with my life, and how God came to my rescue and showed me that 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 was not the end of the story. He showed me that He is there for me, and He can't abandon me. He can't leave me alone, So, guys, let's see us in my next video. Just click my next video and you'll learn more about my life and about God, because He is watching every step. Don't even think of killing yourself because of some stress, because of some heartbreaks or something, because at that stage, you will never know how near to success, how near to change of life, you know, don't ever try to harm yourself because of problems, because God is there for you and He is watching you, He is looking. He will never let you just die because of problems. And maybe the time you want to give up is the time, is your turning point. Is the time your life changes completely. So don't think of harming yourself because of anything like that, because of hustle, because of poverty. That's okay, that will come to pass. That's how we will, okay, that's um, how we have to, or where we have to pass in life. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and it's very late now. I have to sleep. Tomorrow I'm working in the morning. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. Please do so. Share, like, leave a comment to let me know what you think about all my life. And of course, I have made a lot of mistakes in this this issue, and I could have done it differently at the very beginning, but I was so blind. I did not see coming. So guys, don't be so blind like me. Just be and open-minded. So thank you for watching my video.